Is she on oxygen? Do you guys know if she's on oxygen? Okay. The reason I asked that is because there is a port here where you can connect the oxygen to.
Okay.
So that's here. And this is the actual connection that you would use. It looks like this. It has a little rubber seal around it to where you'll pop it in and out. And I did add a tubing in here, so that would be connected straight to here. Okay?
She would have to be on oxygen too?
Or
Well,
it depends.
she's right now they've got her supported with a little oxygen, and when she's on vent at home, I don't know that she'd need oxygen at night all the time, but when she's not feeling good, we're going to want to increase her oxygen.
And
I'm
sure
just
she's
wondering
gonna be
for when we're on outing.
Oh, yeah. You're right. For outings, we probably would
Yeah.
need it. Well, we're not going to need it at all on outings, we hope. Because
Eventually.
Yeah.
And if you'd have to, we have all that available. We have concentrators and portable cylinders with the little wheels that you can hook it on there.
We have
Yeah,
one
we
of
have
those.
one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about all that
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Good,
So.
good that you're doing it. Back here, there's also an SD card. That's in case you need to know where the SD card is, and of course it's obviously recording everything, and if you need a download or anything, and it's in here.
It pops into computers and pulls all the
And
data.
you just pull it open like so, and see how it is in there. So you just like your typical
Like a
SD
camera
card,
one?
pop
Yeah.
it in and out.
Okay. Cool. And what does that do? Just records the data of...
Yeah, it's just all the hours of usage and what her tidal volume is, what her respiratory rate is. It's recording all her events.
Okay.
Okay. There is a filter back here. This filter, you want to check it every now and then, depending on the environment. If you guys have pets, it's going to depend how dirty it gets. You know?
How would you know when it's black like that? It's going to collect.
Well, it'll look dusty.
Okay.
It'll be dusty. And
Can you rinse it?
you can, but just let it air dry. There is
Okay.
another one in here because you
We
do
can
want to
rotate it
change
out.
it out every 6 months.
At
Okay.
least.
At least.
Okay.
You do have an extra
So
one.
with pets, probably more frequently. We have one
Yes,
with dogs.
yeah, especially like some patients, they have cats, and you know, cats shed a lot.
Yeah.
We have a
speaking
dog
of-
that sheds.
Speaking of those, you need some for her pulmonary machine, because those take vents too. I mean filters too.
For the what machine?
The breathing machine.
You mean the nebulizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our 1-800 number, and it's listed on mostly all our equipment. We are a 24-hour service. If for any reason the vent stops working or something happens, all our equipment is under warranty. So you guys just give us a call and we'll replace it or troubleshoot. If we cannot troubleshoot over the phone, we come and replace it. Okay?
Okay.
Just to let y'all know we're available 24 hours.
Right. And I like that y'all are in Conroe. That's cool.
No, we're not in Conroe. No, we're off of South Post Oak.
Yes, you are. Your website has an address on.
Oh, that's
Conroe.
right. We do have another office.
Is it
That's
new?
right. We do have another office.
Is it new or something?
I've never been there personally.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
why.
even sure. I work from the South Post Oak office.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Lisa.
Okay. Now this is the tubing that's going to be coming with each one of your vents, and you also need to change this out once a week along with the filter that I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to go over the setup first. Like I told them that I'm going to do a very basic class because there's a lot of information and you don't want to get overwhelmed with stuff.
Okay.
This is your filter. This is the filter that's going to be connected to the actual vent first. Just remember.
Okay.
There is a manual in here for everything, so in case you guys forget or want to read a little bit over it, there is a manual for the vent.
We'll have this manual too.
Yeah, and the manual is very, very detailed, and there's also a quick start guide.
Okay.
I love this one because it's short and simple.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's also the big thick
Home
one.
ventilators for dummies. That's what we need.
That's what they should name it. And there's the big thick one. If you guys want to read that one. Okay. So this is your filter. And you're going to be changing this filter out once a week, and it goes directly into the vent.
When you say change it out, are we washing it or are we
No,
replacing it with a new one?
A new one.
Okay.
Along with the tubing also.
Okay.
This is the tubing that's going to be connected straight to the vent and directly to her.
And do we need to call and reorder so often, or how does that work?
They're going to be sending you, I believe if it's once a week, it should be about 4. I believe 4 of these a month.
4 months. Okay.
Okay.
But if for any reason,
But if we don't
let's
use
say
it,
you guys have
well, we
pets,
won't be using it for the night.
yeah, you have to change it out just to avoid getting any kind of
Yeah.
infection. But let's say you do have a pet or something and the pet starts chewing on the tubing or something
Oh.
like that.
We kill him first.
Well, you can always give us a call, and I'm sure we have no problem. Now this end here is just
Mhm.
going to be connected to this side.
Okay.
And the way you'll remember this little connection here is
Mhm.
called the whisper swivel, and that's what's going to be connected to her clit. Okay?
Okay. So the whisper's at her face.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
This here is what's going to be hooked up to her. Now once you can take a picture of this or if you wanted to, and that way you can know how the actual circuit goes. This will be connected here.
But it was sterile in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
And then, and we want to test it on her later
Right,
after we do
sure.
the class. This will be connected straight to her tray.
Okay.
Okay? And that's it.
Well, that's pretty easy.
That's the whole setup.
That's pretty. So this, and this gets replaced weekly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
cool. That's easy to remember.
Weekly, every 6 months.
Right. Or sooner
Yes, all depending.
on the dog.
Okay, so that's that. Now, this button here up top, I'm not going to turn it on yet, I'm just going to go over it. This button here up top, that's your silence alarm button, and it'll silence the alarms for up to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? This will be your on and off button, and these will be the ones that you use to actually maneuver yourself around inside the system once I cut it on. Okay, so the most important on and off, silence button. Okay? Now let's go ahead and turn it on. And before you came in, I already set all her settings the way she's on
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're weaning her or if she's going to be on 24/7.
No.
She's just going to be
She's-
on at night, right?
She's getting weaned off, and then ultimately she will only be using it at night as support for when her stats drop.
Okay.
And to have it handy if she gets sick again. Not if, when she gets sick again.
Alright, so now we're plugging in. And that's how you'll know it's plugged in, because that little really small in there, but that means it's charging. It's plugged in. Now we're going to turn the machine on, and there's nobody connected, so it's going to sound kind of funny, and the alarm might come on.
Is it ill-advised to hook her up to it and then turn the power on? Or is it
I would turn it on first,
That's what I thought.
and then just hook her onto it.
Okay.
See how the battery is already on, it says it
It's
here?
Forcing pressure
Mhm.
now.
And it's not completely charged. It's a little bit more than half, but it'll be completely green, so we can leave it plugged in.
Why we have two different battery indicators?
One is 3 hours that you can take out, and the other one
there's
is
two batteries
inside.
in
There's
there.
2 batteries.
Oh, that's cool.
Altogether, it's 9 hours.
Yes, and
Awesome.
there you'll get an extra one of these. This is, I'm gonna take it out so you can see how.
Mhm.
This is the detachable battery. See how it comes out and you just flip it out like that.
Cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
And see how it went away?
Yep.
So
Mhm.
now that's the internal battery.
Internal.
Okay.
And that's external.
It will always use these first. It's going to leave your internal battery for last resource.
That makes sense.
Backup.
So,
Mhm.
there it is. So now it's back in there.
Internal and detachable.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay. And see how it says card, the
Yeah.
SD card? It means that
Recognize
SD.
there's one in there.
Yes, ma'am. And this
It's
little
unlocked.
unlocked. Yep, it's unlocked. Up here is her modes. That's what she's on right now, and obviously on this machine it's going to look different than that one there, but it correlates the same.
What does ST mean?
Oh, you asked me a hard question.
I'm sorry.
I can't
I'm sorry.
remember. Oh, I forgot.
Is the ST AVAPs the name of whatever this setting is?
Yes,
Okay.
the mode. That's
Okay,
what we
that's
call
the
them, we
mode.
mode. So it correlates to that one, which VCV, I'm assuming it means volume control ventilation. So it correlates to with the AVAPs. It's just
How much do this one tolerate? That one tolerate? This 35 to 40%, or what she's on already, or it goes up more than that?
This machine is just like a ventilator.
Okay.
It looks a lot more sleeker though, but it's just like a ventilator. So, if she let's say for need for the doors
Yeah,
or whatever.
she gets sick, it's fast.
Yeah.
She'll be fine in the morning and on life support that night.
Okay.
That fast.
So this machine will work great because we can adjust all of that.
Okay.
So it can go from completely just regular BiPAP type to completely pressure control and everything.
Okay.
Now these are the pressures that she's doing right now, and her respiratory rate.
Is it 12? They didn't
Mhm.
bring her down to 10 yet, huh?
She went down to 11, they put it back up to 12.
Wonder why. Okay.
I didn't even know it was back up to 12.
Okay.
Miss Jennifer, do you know?
Did put her up to 12
She was on
yesterday.
11. This morning when I came, she was on 11, and now it's back up to 12.
Do we know if
Okay.
she had blood gases done?
No, not today. That was
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Now this is the menu button,
Mhm.
the up and down.
Mhm.
You would push use it to navigate inside.
Mhm.
Now this is what you go in there. Let's say you want to look at her event log, what she's
Okay.
been doing.
Right.
You would select here, and it tells you every single alarm that she's had, every
Oh,
single
that's
alarm that
cool.
went off. So that's pretty cool to look at. And
Every
of course,
incident.
yes ma'am, and of course everything is, like I said, recorded on the SD card also. So then you'd push finish. This would be your button to kind of go back.
It just closes the menu.
And it goes to the previous screen. Her alarm log will be in here also.
Oh, I see. It goes back and then exit gets you out of the menu altogether.
See how it lights up like all the
Mhm.
alarms that went off.
Yellow alerts and red
Circuit
alerts.
leak. And this is when I was actually troubleshooting it earlier and when I was setting it, so nobody was connected, so it was reading all of that.
Okay.
So we can go back. Up here in options,
Mhm.
that's where all her detail is for as far as setting the actual mode and her alarms, and you really wouldn't have to mess with that
Okay.
because it's more on her prescription that she has. So we'll go
So
back
what
to
would we
finish.
be doing the most frequently in that menu?
Mm,
We'll want to check and see if the alarm went off at some
yeah,
point.
you can check the alarm log, the event log.
And that's also where we would change any of her settings if it was
No,
necessary?
under information,
Hmm.
see where information you went into the actual settings and alarms. This
Uh-huh.
is where you would change them.
Oh, okay.
So there's her mode, her tidal volume, her pressures, what I already set it at, her breath rate. So you just can scroll down and look at everything. Also the operational hours will be in there.
Okay.
Typically you would not change any of her
Settings.
because there has to be an order for that.
That
And
sounds good.
we're not
From the
even
doctor.
allowed to do it if there's no order.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
So
One less thing for us to deal with.
and it's going to be reading everything here, everything she's doing. That's why it says VTE, that's the tidal volume, that's why it's 0, because it's not registering anybody. I do want to put her on it now so we can see her numbers and see how
Okay.
she tolerates it if you guys would like.
Okay.
Okay.